Hello, we're back with another video. The only difference is now we are the Hardins.
Yeah.
The Hardins.
And they're gonna put a ring on it.
So we did get married Saturday. Today is
Friday.
Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. So we decided not to do a honeymoon. We're just trying to do more of like a relaxing getaway type weekend. We may get a hotel room at like a really nice hotel in town because we're in a new place. We just moved here like a month ago. Has it even been a month? Yeah, a month ago. And so we just want to relax and like cut off from the world for like a day or two. So
our original honeymoon idea was Dubai. I had everything planned out. We were about to book the flights, the Airbnb stays, all that. Then everything happened. So it's like we were talking about Dubai, and now it's like, oh, let's go to Houston, Texas for our honeymoon. Let's go to New Orleans. Like, man, forget that.
Yeah, there was a few like other options too that we wanted to do, but it wasn't what we truly wanted to do. So at this point, we're just like, we'll just take a break. So whatever that may be is going to be fine. But it's been 6 days since the wedding, and tonight we're just kind of going to go out and kind of explore the city a little bit, just because, like I said, we just moved here, but we haven't really had a chance to kind of do much of anything yet, just because we've been so busy with like work and wedding prep. So we're gonna do that today, and kind of just gonna talk to you guys about kind of like a recap of how our wedding week / wedding day went. We had a phenomenal time. I'd say it was like the best day of my life. You agree? So
sure. Yeah,
it was an awesome day. We had a good time. All of our family and friends are able to make it, and we just had a really good time. But we're kind of going to go ahead and get ready, and then we'll kind of chat about that a little bit later. So, excuse our messy bathroom. It's a mess. Things are kind of rough around here. But anyway, what were we just talking about? Oh yeah, we're kind of talking about like the anticipation of like being so ready to see each other the day of the wedding. Well, Montel said that he wasn't really thinking about me. That's what he said.
They had me running errands all day. I wasn't thinking about nothing.
Yeah. But anyway, the morning of, Montel went and got his hair cut with my dad, my little brother, brother-in-law, and yeah, that was it, right? Yeah, they went and got their hair cut. And when they got back, my dad was, we all call him Montel Tail, as you can tell like on the channel. But they kept saying like, oh, me and Tail got chopped up. Tail got chopped up. His haircut looks nice and everything. So I was like, I want to see Tail, and I'm so used to seeing him right after his haircut, or he'll send me a little picture of like the side of his forehead or something. And so that morning I was really ready to see him, but like after that, like I got super busy, and so I mean I didn't think about it that much anymore. But what were you telling me?
No, I thought I was gonna be irritated because I thought it would be like I'd be trying to do something and come around the corner and be like, oh no, Tash is in here, you gotta hide. Like I thought that would be like an all day thing. Like, hopefully I'm not irritated by this all day. But we didn't cross paths.
We did one time. I had to get something out of the car, which Montel left. We only brought one car to Mississippi. But you had the car parked, and I went to get something out of the trunk. And I told Montel I was going. And then I go over there, and I see him and all the groomsmen parked in the back parking lot. I'm like, are you over there in the red car? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I'm hiding behind a car so that you don't see me. I'm trying to get to the car. And there was this one little box that was floating around all day that had like bridesmaids, earrings.
Oh, I gotta tell that story right there.
Pictures.
She called me talking about
everything that we needed was in this one box. Flower girl petals, earrings for bridesmaids, the sparkler sign, like important things. And no one could find this box. and it was kind of making me spaz out.
Calling me talking about, Tel, do you know where the earrings are? The earrings, the earring box? And I was like, where did you put it at? It was in the trunk, but Adriana went and looked for it and she couldn't find it. I was like,
look.
well, if it was in the trunk and nobody took it out, then it's still in the trunk. There's no other place it could be.
They sent me a picture and everything.
Well, I don't know, Tel. I don't know. Can you just go look for it? I don't know where it is.
Like that.
And then I went out in the car and looked for it. And I opened the trunk. And it was right there. In my face.
They literally said
the earrings, what else is in there?
Sparkler sign, flower girl petals.
All this stuff you've been worrying about all day was literally been sitting in the trunk. And y'all were spazzing out because you couldn't find it. And it was right there.
Well, I couldn't go get it. So that wasn't my job. Well, originally, when I saw you, that's what I was trying to get. But you weren't doing your part and not listening. You weren't even supposed to be over there. So I had to hide. And I couldn't get the box myself.
Well, you found it when you needed to. Or I found it when you needed to.
So I'm trying to get the next thing to kind of catch them all going.
I guess we should start with the hear about I guess the wedding, like before the ceremony starts and go from there.
Yeah.
Or you want to go back further?
Or like rehearsal dinner.
That's kind of fun.
Okay, so we had a rehearsal dinner the night before. I wore some heels that I should not have worn. I had blisters on my feet the next morning. The morning of, I've never told you that, but I had to like soak my feet for like an hour and a half at like 6 a.m. that morning because my feet hurt that bad. And luckily I had they weren't that tall, little short heels for the day of. But rehearsal dinner went pretty good. The guys weren't lined up straight. And I was kind of nervous about that because my girls were like in sync. But the guys standing up there like on the platform, they weren't in sync and they weren't straight. And so I thought, they were playing around. I thought they weren't going to be a good day of, but they were. So now we'll start from the top on wedding day. So Saturday, August 22nd. How does your morning start?
Now my haircut, first off, I ain't go to sleep. We didn't go to sleep till like 4 a.m. We went and hooped the night before. I know it's probably kind of weird. For a bachelor, my bachelor party involved us going to play basketball, but that's life.
Is that all you did?
We did that, and a few of the guys, went and got some drinks or whatever, but we just chilled at the Airbnb. And it was up to like 4 in the morning. Then I had to turn around and wake up at like 7 to get my hair cut. And the guy that cut my hair, Cam, I think I'll share his info down here somewhere. Definitely want to support because he showed out for sure, but. He was cutting, I think he was cutting Kenny's hair, if I'm not mistaken.
That's my dad.
And I was about sleep. I'm talking about I couldn't even keep my eyes open. I was so tired. Then he finally got to me, and I woke up a little bit, got my hair cut or whatever, and then we came back. Went back to the Airbnb, chilled out for a minute. I took like an hour nap. Then we woke up, got up.
At least you got a nap.
Yeah, my brother's, but I probably slept less than 2. He probably went to sleep.
I went to bed at like 2:30. I got up at 5:30.
Well, my little brother, was doing my girlfriend. He had busted his tire on the way here, so had to go take him back to his car. He had a dummy on it. Had to take him to his car. He had to go get new tires. So he had to leave like an hour early. Then they went to the mall, got some earrings or something like that. I was supposed to go with them, but then they called and talking about we need to go get all the alcohol and stuff like that for the wedding.
We were supposed to get. So for our venue, how it worked was they don't provide alcohol. They serve the alcohol, but we have to buy it. So night before, we were supposed to get it, but rehearsal dinner ran kind of long, and I was just like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. That won't take long. So I had too much stuff on my plate, so I had to push it over to Montel and the guys, which they didn't have anything to do really. So you have to get alcohol.
Yeah, we spent a large amount of the day organizing that.
But everyone loved the alcohol. We did. What were our drinks?
Jack Daniels and
like,
Coke.
Yeah, Jack and Coke.
I think there was no Coke, so I had to get Dr. Pepper.
It's the same thing. And that was the tall and handsome, and then the Mary or something. Rye drink, signature drink.
Nasty.
No, it was good. That was one
nasty. Nasty as all get.
It had like crap. I can't remember. It was like orange juice.
It was orange juice.
Tequila, right?
Tequila and strawberries. Some strawberry.
Some sort of like garnish on top.
I don't know. That crap was nasty.
I like that one.
That was the 2 different alcohol options we had. And I think we had some beer or whatever. That went cool. I think all my grooms drunk the beer. before the wedding even started. But that's pretty much all we had to do. Then we got dressed or whatever. We was dressed at like 2:45, 3 o'clock. Like I thought it was gonna take a long time, but we ended up everybody got dressed in like 15 minutes. So we got dressed, and after that, just waiting on.
So what y'all do after that? Well, y'all were waiting around.
We got the
sound.
sound.
The whole time.
We got the sound booth or whatever.
The DJ.
The DJ. He was testing out music or whatever, and we was trying to write out a playlist for him or whatever, because we didn't know like for sure if he would if he know exactly what to play.
I kind of gave him the rundown.
Yeah. But after he played the song that he played at sound check, he played Boosie Set It Off. He was like, "Oh, we good," and we just scrapped the playlist completely. And just like he got it, he know what to do. But after that, like we was pretty much just chilling. We went and took a few pictures with Darren. We're gonna tag all of these people because everybody played a pivotal part, and we definitely want to shout out and support them. The videographer, the photographer, DJs, like everybody that we use is definitely gonna get a tag down here in the comment section or in the description. But yeah, that's pretty much all we did before the actual walking down to get ready for the ceremony.
I'll talk about what we did. So, we did a lot of decorating that morning while they were getting alcohol and just finishing up last minute things because we did decorate the night before. But after we did that, I had to cut it off about 1 o'clock and get everyone else to finish up. Like my mom, shout out to her, she decorated and everything. She pretty much helped me plan out the entire wedding. But they finished up the decorating, and while they were doing that, I started waiting to finish up like on the seating chart to make sure my girls that were doing the seating chart like knew the rundown of everything. And then after that, we went into hair and makeup. So all the girls, some of them were already done, but we just got our hair and makeup done. That took about 2 hours or so. Then my photographer Peyton came in, and her like assistant for the day, they started taking pictures of like behind the scenes type things, like pictures with like our details in there. So I think we've shown a few of those. We'll also show some videos and stuff too. So we did that, and then we're pretty much ready. And then we make sure we took pictures of like all of the girls and everything in their robes, because we did have like, they had the navy robes because that's one of our colors, and I had my white robe, and we did a few pictures like that. Then we got dressed, and I did a first look with my bridesmaids. Oh, my dad walked in while I was doing my makeup, and I started like bawling. Did I tell you that? Yeah. He wasn't even coming to see me. He just like walked past the door, and the door was open, and he stopped, and I looked at him, and I was like, go, 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 and I started crying. And I think that's what made it real, is because I hadn't saw anyone dressed at all that day. And he was the first person I saw, and it happened to be my dad. And I was like, oh my gosh, you look so handsome. And like, oh, it really is like almost time. And I just kind of started bawling. But after that, we were pretty much done with hair and makeup and everything. And we were ready like 15, 20 minutes in advance. We're pretty much on time. There was a dilemma, like Montel's mom.
No, don't call it a dilemma. I know y'all gonna watch this video.
What?
Both of y'all. Grandma was 35 minutes late. We were supposed to start at 5 o'clock.
No, there wasn't an issue.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
No, it was
yes,
okay.
It was.
What happened? You have to tell the full story. What happened is they kind of went the wrong way. Right. They kind of went the wrong way, and so it took a little bit longer to get there. But it's okay.
I was hot.
Because everything worked out well.
Hot as hell. Ooh-wee.
But he's fine about it now because everything worked out fine.
Yeah, she made it before like the ceremony started or whatever. Like I had walked down or whatever, and I had to go back and get my mama because I walked her down. I was like, I was mad because I wasn't going to get to do that part of it. Like,
but you did get to do that.
Yeah, but I did, and as soon as she showed up, I was mad for like 5 seconds, and then
he was just stressed.
After that, I was good.
Basically,
I wasn't stressed. I was mad.
Okay.
I wasn't stressed.
Okay. Whatever. He was mad because he thought that he was going to miss that opportunity to walk his mom down the aisle, because he knew that that was something that was really special to him, that he really wanted to do. And luckily you were still able to do it, so it worked out. But after that, so we did start a little bit off schedule, about 35-40 minutes off track, but it was okay. Everyone was still calm. Okay, we're back. So our camera cut off like automatically for some reason in the middle of recording, and we didn't realize it. But we're leaving now. We're in the parking garage, so that's why it's kind of dark. But we're leaving our apartment now. It's a car. Okay. But yeah, we're leaving our apartment now. And so we're headed to, where are we headed to? That pizza place that we're going to now?
I don't know. We're going to 𝗧𝗲𝗹 𝗧𝘀𝗵.
Okay, well, we're going somewhere. Maybe to like a shopping area or something. So we're doing that. It's still not opening. I did this yesterday. Just trying to get the gate to open. It's been giving us trouble for the last few days. What did I do yesterday? There we go. But anyway, now I'm just rambling. But I was saying that we're going to like a shopping center or something like that, and then we'll go out to dinner after that. We're going to this like Italian restaurant that we went to when we were like visiting here one time last year before we even like had moved here. And Montel says that he's so certain that he knows how to get there. So
Literally.
So I'm gonna show you guys when we're like heading towards that way and see if he actually gets us there and like remembers where this restaurant is, like off of memory. But to kind of start back where we left off, I think we were talking about how you know, they were kind of late, and so the wedding was about 35-40 minutes off track, but it's okay, everything worked out. Then after that we went into our what do you call it, cocktail hour. And so for cocktail hour, we had an open bar, and we had like cheese, crackers, fruit, different things like that. So everyone just had their snacks and alcohol. And after that, while we were taking pictures and they were doing that for cocktail hour, we went into reception. So we're kind of going to get to our destination, and then I'll kind of pick up and talk about how reception went. Okay, so we're back. Things are a little bit different now because you're turning this off. Yeah, that's better. Or just, maybe just one. You see? Yeah. Sorry about that. But we're still recording on our phone just because it's kind of hard to set the camera up in here. It's just a little bit easier for me to pop. But where we left off was talking about reception. So basically how we started reception off was we all, like, everyone at our wedding party, so the kids, then the bridesmaids and the groomsmen, then Montel and I, we each had our own individual songs. So we're gonna put those videos in here too. But we all had our own songs that we were going to kind of walk into and kind of dance around and stuff like that. So you can kind of tell them about how that went.
Who went first? The kids?
The kids.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah, the kids went first.
Boy, Kyson showed out.
Yeah.
I know his knee was hurting after that. Wait till y'all see that video. That boy went hard. Then after that was the bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids, yeah, and they came into the 𝗧𝗲𝗃 song.
Yep, and then
they had a good time with that. And the guys, they had a really
wild,
whatever you call it.
I told you I should have walked in with them and then came back in and walked in with you too. Cause they was lit. My dog was lit. You wasn't. We walked in. I had to carry your dress and walk in all nice and slow.
Well, do you want me to break my neck? And if for those who know me know that I don't dance a lot, but it was okay. We still had a good little entrance. We just did our little walk a little bit, but we'll put all the entrances in there because I just screen recorded everyone's like Snapchat stories and Instagram, IG stories the next day. So I'll just put in the ones that I have. So that went well. And then after that, you know, we went into our first dance. So we did our dance together. Then I did a dance with my dad. So we did the daddy-daughter dance. Then we ate dinner and just kind of got to talk to everyone. I think I kind of got to speak to more people than you did.
I'm gonna be real with you. I wasn't even thinking about, like, it never occurred to me to be like, oh, I should try to speak to everybody in here. I honestly never thought about it.
Well, I just kind of we try not to be apart too much because, you know, they say try and make sure you're still together even during your reception. But I kind of took like 15 minutes to kind of go to a few tables and speak to some people. I didn't make it to the other half of the room, but the first half I did get to speak to all of them. But I'm sure there were several people that were at our wedding that we may have not even noticed or didn't even get a chance to speak to. So if that's you, we're sorry, we love you, we appreciate you for being there, but it was just a lot of people and a lot going on, and we had an amazing time. But you know, after dinner, our DJ kind of step the music up and start playing more of like party songs, dance songs. Our DJ was awesome, by the way. His name's Clint. He was a phenomenal DJ. Everything that we expected and more. Had so many people asking like, who was that DJ? Like, and the people at the venue wanted to know who that DJ was and everything. He even sung a song for us. He sung Tennessee Whiskey at the end of the night, and he was like, shout out to the bride and groom, and it was just really nice. And then I turned and I was like, Montel, that's Clint singing, the DJ. That's him singing. And he was singing a song, and it sounded so good. We thought it was just like, who sings that song? Like, he sounded like Chris Stapleton. I'm telling you, he sounded really good. But, what did we do? Anything else? Oh, well, you know, we did our what do you call it? The garter toss and the, bridal, bouquet toss. We did all of those. Our friends, of course, had a really good time with that too, so we can put those videos in there. We're just gonna try and put as many little snippets and clips that we have from throughout the night. We have a short little intro that our videographer did, just about a minute 30 seconds type little video that he's made as like a preview, so we can also put that in the link to the description if you guys want to see that. But as far as this video, we're just gonna put in tons of little fun little clips throughout the day that we got like on our phone and on Snapchat and stuff like that, so we're gonna put that in there. But overall, that was how the night went, and we kind of summed the night up with a sparkler send-off. So we got all the people lined up with the sparklers. We got some really nice pictures during the sparkler send-off, so we'll make sure to put those in there too. But overall, it was great, and we've been married for almost a week. It's been 6 days. You got any feedback? How's it feel to be married for 6 days? I know people keep asking us that, but to us, it's the same.
It's no different. We didn't go in with any expectation on things to change. Or like, oh, once I feel like that's where a lot of people mess up and they're like, oh, once we get married, so and so gonna stop doing this or he gonna start doing this. Like, we didn't have any of those expectations. Nothing that we felt like was supposed to drastically change because we got married. So we were pretty much good with, you know, where we were in our situation when we decided to get married, when we got married. So there's not really been any differences with that. The biggest thing was the actual ceremony, the actual reception, which was lit. The best party I've ever been to in my life. I don't party like that, but I can imagine this probably will always be the best party I'll ever have gone to. It was lit. We still got people today, like not even us, just like everybody else that came is like, man, I wish we could relive that. I wish we could do that again this weekend.
Like, I wish we could do it again this weekend. I wish we could relive that same day. We're like, we wish we could too, but I'm sorry, you know. I mean, if we could do it again, you never know. Maybe we would, you know, maybe later on throw like an anniversary party or something like that.
But even still, there's nothing that's gonna equate exactly
to our wedding day.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's something special that, you know, we're always cherished, and that's so awesome that all of our family and friends had such a good time. That means that all this time and effort that went into planning from myself and my mom, who's helped me a lot, and even, you know, Montel, with what he's helped out with the whole wedding process, like, you know, he's also had his big share of that, and like all the money we've invested into this wedding, like it just proves that it was all worth it. Like, I know the biggest thing is that, you know, our us becoming one, and, you know, finally being married and just being able to have that excitement from that. But the party part and all the other extra stuff, all the extra stuff that isn't supposed to really matter, it was awesome though. And it made the day even better. But I'm trying to think if I have anything else to add about the day, or even this past week. We've just kind of been taking it kind of slow, kind of chill of a week, just because we're kind of easing back into work. We did decide not to do a honeymoon, like I said in the beginning of the video, just because what we truly want to do, we weren't able to do. So we're able to have the flexibility with our job, you know, with our business, to be able to do whatever we'd like to do basically whenever. So it's not like a bummer to us, like, oh my gosh, we're not gonna have a honeymoon. Like, we're still gonna have a honeymoon, just not this week. Maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in a month, we'll still do something. But we're still enjoying ourselves this weekend. Tomorrow we're kind of taking a day to not do any work, no social media, nothing like that, just a day to ourselves, and kind of just soak in the thought that, like, oh, it's, you know, we've done all this stuff, and like we finally are married, and just have some time to ourselves without any like distractions.
People have been all over us on social media. Like, I probably had 7 or 8 people message me like, man, because I like right after Monday, like we took Sunday, kind of relaxed, and then Monday went right back to work, and they're like, man, why are you on LinkedIn posting right now? Or why are you
Yeah.
why are you still making videos? Why are you still making posts? Like, man, I'm just trying to work, but we're gonna take the next couple of days off for sure. Well, Saturday and Sunday, you probably won't see this until Saturday, so take all of Saturday, now all of Sunday off, and get right back at it on Monday.
And I think that'll be, we'll still be able to kind of breathe, even though we feel like we've been like on vacation or whatever for the past couple of weeks, but it hasn't really been like a vacation. Like we've been away from our home for a week, but still trying to work in between all this wedding planning and like ripping running. Like we haven't been working like we typically would be, but we've still been doing a lot of stuff, so we still haven't had that time to kind of just, you know, rest and, like I said, beat ourselves. So I'm looking forward to this tomorrow. We don't know what we're gonna do. I was thinking about maybe doing like a little pottery class or something, or dance class, I don't know, something simple. That's just us, something simple we can do, some sort of little class, and after that we're gonna have dinner, go for a walk, go for a hike, or I mean, we literally don't know, literally anything, you know. So we'll see how that goes, and we may do a little bit of recording maybe at the beginning of the day, just kind of talking about our day, and at the end of the night kind of summing up our day, because like in between that we're trying not to be like on our phones that much, but that's a task in itself, but it's also like a challenge that we're looking forward to, because our work consumes us and we're constantly on our phones. So this is new to us. We've never had hour long, you know, an hour or anything of like not being on our phones. So it should be fun. It will be fun.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to being able to de-stress a little bit, most definitely. Yeah. But definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, watching the video. We've got our snippets. We've put either some pictures or some videos throughout the course of the video, but now I'm about to show you a little bit of everything that we've been talking about, so that you can see that. So y'all make sure that you don't pause the video, don't stop the video, don't get off yet. But do make sure that you go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and then you'll be able to watch everything, all the little snippets that we have. We don't have our full video together yet, but what we have, you're about to see it right now.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before, but that life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you.